Hey, I hope everybody's having a great day, and I hope everybody is staying home and staying healthy during this this crisis with the illness going around. But here on our homestead and farm, we've been really busy. I'm sorry I haven't put out a video in the last week or so, but we've been busy trying to kind of prepare ourselves and working on projects. I also run a home inspection company along with the farm, so trying to work with that and just kept us really busy in the last couple of weeks. So, but today, Sunday afternoon, I am out and I'm going to give you an update, show you what we've been doing on the chicken tractor 3.0, and so let's take a look at that, see how it's going. So hopefully you can see I've got the roof on it now. I've got the siding, the exterior siding. My wife helped me put that on yesterday. We put the our window in and covered that with a 1/2-inch hardware cloth, and it's all supported on this trailer frame we got from Northern Tool Company. This afternoon I'm going to work on the trim, putting the trim on it, and I've got to build a door for this door. We actually have a chicken door that's going in right here that I don't have installed yet, but it's framed for it on the inside. So we just used an exterior siding to do the inside of it, and we have this steel grate for a removable floor, so hopefully that will help us with cleaning and keeping it neat in there. I've also got to build the roost for it, but today I'm hoping to get the doors built and maybe finish putting the nesting boxes together. So we'll see if I can make some good progress on that. So we've had just days and days of rain. There is standing water everywhere, and including out here in the market garden. We have only gotten in some potatoes and some onions on the far side of our field so far because it's simply too wet. A lot of it I have gotten the cover crop plowed into the ground, but it is simply too wet to work the ground with the BCS and get it ready for all of the plants that we have to go in there. But in the greenhouse that we've managed to sort of piecemeal back together, you can see these tomatoes have needed to go in the ground probably 2 weeks ago. Would have been great. We have tons of many varieties of peppers and tomatoes in here. We also have some flowers that are planted, and we have Thai basil and Genovese basil. But all of these plants are waiting to go out into the field as soon as we can get those done. We also have a few. We've made some cuttings and made some new boysenberry plants, so we'll be getting those boysenberries put out probably against one of our fence lines. We're also growing microgreens quickly. Nice thing about them is they really do. They produce really quick, normally 7 to 10 days per tray. But up here we've got some radishes. These guys are ready to eat. We have some kale microgreens. Those guys are pretty close to being ready to eat. We have arugula and broccoli, which is ready. We have a new batch of peas and nasturtiums. So got some nice greens there. We also have some other nasturtiums in here that we've actually been eating some of the leaves and flowers off of. So those are coming along nicely. Out here in the kitchen garden we have peas, which are producing. We really like these little tiny seed pods or pea pods for salads and stir fries and things like that. Really tasty. We've got some kale we planted back in the winter that's doing really well. We've been using some of that. We have some other kale plants that are just getting cranked up, and we also have this season's garlic for our use. We have asparagus. The asparagus is producing a couple of handfuls a day. We also have, let's see, we have our turnips are just sprouted. They're coming up and doing good. We have some lettuce here, and over here we have more lettuce and arugula. And for whatever reason, the oh my goodness, what's it called? Can't remember. It just jumped right out of my head. Anyway, chives and fennel. Those are fennel fronds. Those are doing well. And oregano. The cilantro is needing to be replanted. We've got some collard greens and a few things going here. And in this bed we've got some beets and carrots that we've started. We've harvested and we're using all of those. Blackberries are doing good. They are putting on new leaves and ready to flower. And over here we have some spinach and arugula and some more kale plants. And back here in the back we also have, if you can see these are our blueberry plants, and they are just loaded with blueberries. So we'll have some of those pretty soon as well. So you may remember we had a flock of our laying hens that was decimated by coyotes, and these are our pullets. This is our next batch of laying hens. I think there are like 28 birds in here. So they've already started laying the pullet-sized eggs, and they're doing well. And you can also see their pen is just horribly wet and muddy. We just moved them 2 days ago, but they are suffering from the rain and water just like everything else. But we'll have some new laying hens very shortly. We work with the Trinity Haymarket and raise pullets for those guys, for all the people that want backyard chickens, and we know they're getting phone calls constantly for new birds. So we have, I think there's 47 of their little chicks out here in this one, and they are all upstairs where it's nice and dry. I'm not sure if you can see them in there, but you can see they are all up here where it's nice and warm and dry. There's a few down here on the ground around the feeders and stuff, but so we've seen it with all this coronavirus disease and stuff going on. We know they've seen an increase in calls they're getting for people wanting their own birds. So we are ramping up production to be able to help them out with that. You know, we had one group of our young birds, I think they were year-old birds. They got massacred by the coyotes, but we had these old birds that were pretty much retired. So they're up here by our barn in a chicken coop. I think there are, I don't know, 18 or 20 of these guys. But these guys really weren't laying maybe 4 eggs or so a week. And after the massacre and with everything else that's been going on, suddenly these guys cranked up production again. And you can see in there, probably not, it's kind of dark, but so these guys have actually been delivering anywhere from 5 to a complete dozen a day. So thank you, ladies, for helping us out in these hard times. We also, oddly enough, we had these 2 hens, these big old hens that just live here in the barn. They're last of a group that was about 5 years old, and even they, oddly enough, she's actually sitting on a couple of eggs now. You can see her up here in the corner. These 2 birds have not laid eggs in more than a year, and this spring we've been getting 1 to 2 eggs out of them a day as well. So God is good, and He's helping us out even with these old birds, putting them back in production until we get the new ones ready. And all of these chicks in here are doing very well too. We also had in our brooder, we have I think there's 47 chicks in here, and these are coming behind our pullets, and we'll be increasing our egg production as well. So we're looking forward to having these guys out on our pastures doing their job as well. So again, I hope everybody's doing well and taking care of themselves during this crisis and doing what you can where you are. And we're doing all we can. I know we're taking care of ourselves and as many of our customers as we can. Production's been a slow start. Again, we've had so much rain, and then the one laying flock getting massacred by the coyotes slowed us down, but we're working hard to get that all back up to production. We have an online store through Local Line. I'll leave the description in the show notes below, or the link in the show notes below. If you'll sign up for that, you'll be the first to know what we have and when we have it and what's available. So sign up down there, and that's where we build our list of customers from. So if you want to be able to get some of our produce, that might be the best way for you to do it, and let us know what you need. So with that, I'll end today's video, and let us know. Leave a comment below also. What are you guys doing? What are you doing for your family during this crisis to be prepared and to stay safe? And what kind of projects? I mean, like chicken coops and stuff we've got going on here, and the market gardens as well. But what kind of projects do you have going on? So let us know. Otherwise, God bless, and you guys have a great day.